Hello, Internet! Yesterday I released the team report for this Gravity team that I won the Sheffield Regional Championships with, and today you're going to get to see me using this team. So, I've seen quite a few people on the ladder using the team, which is flattering. You know, it's nice to see people using the team. Who doesn't want to use a team that went 10-0 at the Regional Championship? And I'm sure most of you using the team probably thinking, how on earth did Barry go 10-0 at the Regional with this? And, I mean, people will be prepared for this team now. So, I mean, using this team right now will be a lot harder now than it was for me at the regional, because obviously I published a team. There's no information war advantage or anything like that, because it's such a unique team. Everyone knows the items, the spreads, the moves on this team. Now, what it does, people will have battled against it as well too. So I'm basically just getting my excuses in, very early. I will lose quite a few games, I'm sure, but there wasn't a stream at the regional, so at least you get to see me doing some battles. I didn't go through any of the history of the team yesterday either, but very briefly, Mewtwo, I was trying out Ultra and the Crossmate in that slot too, because that does get Gravity as well too, and big powerful Z move and everything. I just like Mewtwo's base 130 speed, the instant pressure on top of Coco, and Mega Gengar potentially as well too is very nice. And I was trying out a few things in the Togedemaru slot, but Unbird and Lipard, my old friend, was one of the things that I was trying there too, with Snarl to maybe help a bit with Scarf Lele, and Foul Play, obviously, too, to help with Lunala as well. So there are a few things that I did change around, but this is how how the team ended up. But, oh, here we go. Is it searching? I think it is. Yeah, but let's see how we go. I mean, yeah, I've been using Gravity for many years. I feel like I'm the Gravity guy, and I've got a lot of experience, but maybe not so much when people know the team inside out. So this is going to be tricky, but okay. So we've just got a fairly straightforward team here. So so this is the kind of stuff that I was playing at the regional, but I'm not used to playing against Mimikyu. He hasn't got any Coco actually on his team. No Coco, no Finny either. So maybe this will be a simple game to just start putting things to sleep. The issue that I'm thinking is if he goes with Fake Out Trick Room, Fake Out and his Mimikyu there, and if he doesn't go with his Incineroar, then I can't really get Gravity before a Grass Whistle or a Hypnosis, because it won't activate my Adrenaline up. So I am just going to go with Gengar and Mewtwo. Probably the most common lead I use with this team. I don't lead Lele here. Don't need it, so I think Whimsicott. Togedemaru could do some business here, but I'm going to go with Whimsicott. So there's, okay, double Fake Out. Fine. Togedemaru and Incineroar. I could just double Protect here. He can't Fake Out Gengar, obviously. You'd imagine he is going to Fake Out the Mewtwo here. So I am just going to double Protect. He could Z move the Gengar. If he does, I don't really care. I don't feel like there's anything he can do to take advantage of me this turn. Yeah, he's just trying to nuzzle. So I'm just going to go for the move straight away. I'm going to Z Gravity here because Psy Strike is usually better against Kyogre and Rayquaza, and it gives me a more powerful Focus Blast for his Incineroar as well too. And the Togedemaru. And here is the Rayquaza, okay. So, it's interesting that he brought the Rayquaza in. He's trapped as well too, the Shadow Tag doing some business here. He's brought the Rayquaza in at the threat of a Hypnosis, so I'm thinking maybe it's not Assault Vested, maybe it can Protect here. Because I'm thinking worst case scenario, like he protects, I Focus Blast into the Togedemaru, and he wakes up and nuzzles. That's the worst case scenario. But I'm just going to go with the straightforward moves. Maybe it is Assault Vested. Maybe it will just go to sleep. Or maybe he'll just try an Extreme Speed. Okay. So there's the Sash, as I expected. Rayquaza goes to sleep. Togedemaru does stay asleep. Okay. So I think this is going to be a pretty straightforward game now, because I think that Rayquaza might be banded. +1 Side Strike doesn't quite get the Rayquaza. Here's the Incineroar again. So he's locked into Extreme Speed, so I'm just going to go for a Hypnosis into the Incineroar. And do I protect the Mewtwo here? I mean, it is very obvious for me to protect, isn't it? But we'll do it anyway. Incineroar's going to go to sleep either way. Yeah, there's no fake out, but so I would have been safe just Side Striking into the Rayquaza, but there's a decent chance it's going to wake up this turn. If I lose Mewtwo, it's not the end of the world, because as long as I knock out the Rayquaza here, I've got the weather, and we should win. But he gets a full 3 turns of sleep. But I don't think it really mattered either way at that point, because I had the guaranteed knockout there, and the weather war. So Kyogre, I would expect, surely. Let's start searching for another game. There you go, in another game already. Ooh, a Cresselia and a Lunala. Ooh, here we go. And yeah, it's just forfeit there. Okay, so this looks like it's a game for Togedemaru and Gengar, definitely. Groudon as well, definitely. And again, this guy's not got any Finny or Coco, so I don't have to take Lele. Mewtwo is the obvious, go-to here as my other restricted Pokemon, but Whimsicott could do some work as well. Mewtwo or Whimsicott? I'm going to go with Whimsicott. I think Whimsicott's going to do more for me here than Mewtwo. Alright. Okay. So now, this is tricky, because he probably knows what my plan is. Do I Nuzzle? Do I Iron Head? Because he's possibly Tailwinding with his Lunala there. And if he is Tailwinding, then that's pretty bad news for us. It might not even be a Scarf Lily. So I am going to just Iron Head the Lily. There's a decent chance it is Scarfed. I'll Mega Evolve, and I'm just going to Hex into the Lunala. It won't do, it'll do like 50% or so. But if he does Tailwind, just not knocking me out. Yeah, ooh, there's the roll, the Iron Head, and there you go. And it's just attacking. Okay, that's okay. I'm fine with that. That turn worked out. So in a team report yesterday, I was saying that I was deliberating between Jolly and Adamant on Togedemaru. Jolly Togedemaru guarantees I'm faster than every Scarf Lele, timid Scarf Lele. But it's the 56% chance to one shot the Lele that tends to have bulk on it, the 76 HP for defense Tapu Lele. If that was just a 4 HP Tapu Lele, then that was the absolute lowest roll. But I might be compensating, I might be accepting a slightly lower roll being Jolly, but there is, if I do get the lower roll and don't one-shot them, there is the flinch chance as well too. So I've just wasted about 20 seconds trying to explain something very simple just there. But he's going to play defensively this turn, but I don't think I've really got any choice. We do know that Lily is definitely Scarfed now. But I'm just going to make the straightforward moves again. He's going to switch, yeah. Lele's possibly going into... Actually, Lele's not switching, because Lunala went first. That's not a problem. Ooh, Cresselia. Okay. Well then, here we go. So he's probably going to get Trick Room here. Unless I Iron Head flinch him. Which I feel like I might try. Because he will have Skill Swap as well. So, how do I go about this? I can try for the 60% Hypnosis into Cresselia. Kyogre will be attacking this turn. If I bring Groudon in... I feel like I do mind if Gengar goes down, because I do need something for his Lunala there. So this is the crunch turn. This is the turn that's going to make or break the game, I think. I think I have to go for the Hypnosis. It is 60%. It is in my favour. And we get it this turn. Okay. And now I can just double into this Cresselia, which might not knock it out. If it switches into Lunala, then it's going to go down to the Hex, obviously. But yeah, if it's a Berry, which it is, Fire Punch is not going to knock it out from here. And he just stay asleep. Okay, so this is Gravity 101. You know, this is what it's like using Gravity teams. You know, because sometimes you got to calculate things. You got to work out what are the best odds for me to win the game. And there, I felt I had to go for that Hypnosis. If I didn't hit that Hypnosis, he would have Trick Roomed. He would have had Skill Swap and basically gone through me with Kyogre and Trick Room. If I'd just attacked it with like an Iron Head and a Hex and just doing nothing, I had no way to stop that Cresselia going for a Trick Room there, which was the #1 objective, aside from going for the Hypnosis, or relying on an Iron Head flinch, but the 60 and 30, and 60 is higher than 30, as I'm sure you know. So, next game. This is the same team that my top 8 opponent used, I'm pretty sure. So I'm just going to lead how I led against him, which was Gengar, Mewtwo, with Groudon, and I think I had Lele in the back. Now, my opponent didn't bring his Shedinja against me. I wonder if this guy will. Okay. Now, again, I feel like if I go for a double protect here, he can substitute. That's the only thing that I'm really worried about. But I feel like turn 1 like this, you might just hard switch into Tapu Koko. Because I've got options. I can withdraw Gengar into Lele and go for a Shattered Psyche into the Groudon, which I'm tempted to do. Or I can just try and put something to sleep. But let's go for the Shattered Psyche. I'm not going to double protect. We'll go for the Shattered Psyche. Yeah, so there's a protect there. That's not too much of an issue because we're getting a lot of damage through it, the protect here. Yeah, and we can potentially just double into the Groudon next turn. He's got his Incineroar out. I know that can't switch in for the Groudon. I'm just going to double into it. If I knock his Groudon out, then my own Groudon is very, very, very good in this matchup. I mean, it's already good in this matchup, but it would make it even better. Unless he's got Salamence in the back. But the combination of these two attacks will knock the Groudon out. We are in Psychic Terrain. They're both at -1, but I believe in the power of my Psychic Pokemon. So, oh, okay. Okay, you got me there. So this guy did bring the Shedinja. So I wonder if it's Xerneas in the back then. Because if it is, maybe now's the turn it comes in. No, okay. Alrighty then. Well, this is where things get tricky. So I've not played against Shedinja with this team. The Groudon can protect here. The Shedinja is free to do anything, I think. So I'm going to Gravity with Lele, I think. So he's got Incineroar and I'm assuming Xerneas in the back. So yeah, we'll get Gravity and we'll protect. Keep Mewtwo safe here. This one has got a Shadow Claw. Okay. So my opponent in the top 8 in the regional, he didn't bring his Shedinja. I'm wondering if it maybe didn't have Shadow Claw. I think it might have only had Shadow Sneak. But now, yeah, Shadow Claw makes this very tough, actually. I think we'll just try and get some damage on the Incineroar here. Yeah, it's not going to do too much. That looks like it's maybe an Assault Vested Incineroar as well. I mean, surely if he's got Xerneas, this is your time to bring it in and Geomancy. So maybe there isn't a Xerneas in the back. I'm assuming that there's no Coco because he hasn't brought it in at any point here. So we'll just let Mewtwo go down. Okay, or not. So we'll let Lele go down then, I suppose, next turn. He could bring Incineroar back in for Groudon. Maybe he's trying to just whittle away. Yeah, maybe he's just trying to whittle away my gravity turns. I'm just waiting for the time where I can get a free switch into... Okay, here we go. Where I can get a free switch into Groudon. Or maybe I go Gengar here and try and put the Shedinja to sleep. In fact, yeah, that looks like a good idea. I'll try and use my last turn of Gravity to Hypnosis the Shedinja and bring Groudon in. That seems like a better plan to me, I think. So Shedinja's being a pain, actually, which isn't really a surprise to anyone. Okay, that works, I suppose. And now I can Precipice Blades, but do I want to? His Groudon is in range for a Precipice Blade, but if he has got a Xerneas in the back, maybe I want a Sword Stance here. Maybe I want to break the Sash on Shedinja. I think I will just Hex into the Shedinja. And I will Sword Stance. Oh, he has got Salamence. So that's the thing that I was worried about. That's the thing that makes Groudon not quite so amazing in this matchup. And the Sludge Bomb is not going to knock Salamence out from here. So I'm worried about a Tailwind. Again, I could go for the Hypnosis into Salamence. But none of his attacks can knock out my Pokemon. But I am worried about a Tailwind here. I will just Sludge Bomb into the Salamence. No, I can't let him get Tailwind up. Yeah, and we missed that one. Yeah, and there's a Tailwind because his Groudon just comes in and wins now. Yeah, so there you go. I mean, obviously you can't win them all, but yeah, and this is one of the problems for the team, I suppose. You know, opposing Trick Rooms, opposing Tailwinds, almost fatal to the team, really. Like if they get speed control. So I don't know. Whimsicott might have been better for me here. I'm not sure. Maybe not. He didn't bring his Coco, so I didn't really need my Lele. But he still needs to hit his moves, so I suppose we'll play it out. Yeah, we'll just double protect this turn. Yep. And we'll just try and avoid, I suppose. That's all we can do. And it's probably better that I'll just try and Sludge Bomb. Yeah, and that's the game there. Okay, so I mean, yeah, I mean it's bound to happen at some point, isn't it? But yeah, we'll go on. We'll see what else we get. It's been quite interesting using this team after winning the regional. Oh, here's a team. So I'm wondering, like, how people are going to be adapting to this team and playing against it differently, perhaps, to how my opponents in the regional did, because they do know everything about the team now, obviously. I think we do want Whimsicott here. We'll go Whimsicott, Mewtwo, Groudon, Lele, I think. Yeah, I'm not going to go... It seems a bit weird, but I'm not going to go with Gengar in this match. So he can Fake Out. He might not, though. He might try and taunt the Whimsicott because he knows that I'm not a prankster now. That's one of the things that I quite liked in the tournament. People assume that you prankster Whimsicott. They won't try and taunt you with the Tornadus. You know, or you shouldn't really. You know, if you know it's prankster as well too. But well, I mean, it's up to the player, I suppose. But what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna get the knockout on Tornadus. Actually, if he does try and taunt me, I'm fine with that. Yeah, I'm not surprised it's just Tailwinded. But with my Groudon out, Whimsicott will still be faster than everything, and I'll be able to get the Tailwind myself. So I don't mind this position too much. I think we'll just sacrifice the Tapu Lele here to bring in my own Groudon. Okay. So I think what we'll do now then is we will protect Lele and sacrifice Mewtwo to get in the Groudon. Ooh. But which one do I target with Mewtwo? I think I'm going to go for a Psy Strike into Kyogre. If I get it off, I mean, it's probably just going to Water Spout here and finish me off. But yeah, he is. But Kangaskhan is definitely now in Moonblast range from Whimsicott. He hasn't got any way to bring the weather back, though, if I put Groudon in. So I'm going to put Groudon in. And he is going to withdraw his Kyogre into, I'm presuming, the Xerneas, and he'll double edge my Lele. And it'll be my Groudon versus his Kyogre and Xerneas in the rain versus my Groudon and Whimsicott. So if that is the position, I would like to be at +2. Oh, it's Incineroar. Did we see Incineroar already? Am I going mad? He led his... I'm actually just going mad. So he didn't bring his... So I'm so good at the game. I'm planning for opponents with 5 Pokemon. All right then, fair enough. So no more Tailwind after all. And now he'll sacrifice his Kyogre for... he'll sacrifice his Groudon rather for his Kangaskhan for the weather advantage again. So now he'll probably just go for a Fake Out into something. I'm gonna Tailwind and I'm gonna Swords Dance again here. Okay, maybe he's just Flare Blitzing the Whimsicott then, or U-turning. Okay, that's not too much of a problem because we are +3 Groudon now. If he doesn't Fake Out, if he brings in the Incineroar for another Intimidate, he's not going for a Fake Out. That's what I'm trying to say. And so I'm just going to go for a double into... oh, I didn't protect the Groudon there. Whoops. And he's just Ice Beamed. Why was he just Ice Beamed there? I'm not sure what he was doing there. I'm not sure what I was doing either, to be completely honest. I'm going to miss the Precipice Blades there. Now I'm not going to protect, because he's going to bring his Kangaskhan in for his Incineroar now, expecting my protect. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't protect my Groudon. Whoops. I'm not sure why he Ice Beamed there. And if I hit a single target, Precipice Blades is going to knock it out. Yeah, that was a bit of a silly game. That's just a lapse of concentration there. But we'll take it. Oh well. I'll open my little thing here a little bit too, so you can maybe see me a bit more. There you go. A bit more light into the room. Oh, a Mewtwo. Okay. So yeah, that was a wild game. Kind of. Why didn't I protect the Groudon? Why did I not protect the Groudon? Because in my head I was protecting the Groudon, but I feel like what was coming out my mouth was not protecting the Groudon. I'm not sure. Anyway, it doesn't matter. He Ice Beamed for some reason. This guy though has got a Mewtwo, so it's nice to see. You know, I've seen a few people using Mewtwo on their teams since I put the report out yesterday. Yeah, people are respecting Mewtwo a little bit more now, which is quite nice. But he has got Tailwind, he's got Trick Room options as well too. So how do we go about this? Because this looks pretty tricky actually. I think, ooh, yeah, what do we do? I think, because if he leads Mewtwo, he does threaten my Gengar. I'm going to go Togedemaru Gengar. Although, this might be a pretty nasty one. And I'm going to leave Mewtwo behind again too. So, sorry Mewtwo. But I do want Whimsicott here. Yeah, okay. So he is threatening my Gengar. So I'm going to Nuzzle the Mewtwo. And protect, but... Oh, his Mewtwo Y as well. But he's trapped in and is paralyzed now as well. And Precipice Blades knocks out my Togedemaru, which is great. Because now I get a switch into something else. So I threaten the Mewtwo with Hex. I don't have any gravity anymore in this game though, so I think, is it just a case of putting Groudon in and attacking? If I put Whimsicott in, do I get anything with that? Not too sure. So, I am going to Swords Dance with Groudon here. Because I can survive a Precipice Blades. And I'm tempted to protect my Gengar, because I think he will protect his Mewtwo. But I'm just going to Hex it, because if I lose my Gengar, I'm threatening with a +2 Precipice Blades to the next turn. He doesn't protect it. Okay, that's not too bad. So probably I'm going to be losing my Gengar either way. Yep. But I'm +2. And... okay, that's not too bad. I'm probably going to be losing my Whimsicott here. But I'm hoping that Groudon can just sweep through this game now. Okay, I'm not losing Whimsicott. Unless he 5-punch burns me. Why do I have to say these things? So, oh, and he's got Mandibuzz. Okay, yeah, he's played this one nicely then. Yeah. I get you. Yeah, I've lost that one. Okay, so, I don't know. I mean, if Whimsicott had survived there, I suppose I could have gone for, oh, it's this guy again. Could have gone for, Grass Whistles and stuff, but, yeah, that would have been a little bit tougher. Maybe I played that one a little bit more recklessly than I should have. But, yeah, we got this guy. So this is essentially game 2. So what happened game 1? He led Tornadus and Incineroar, didn't he? He didn't bring his Xerneas, that's what happened. And I led Gengar Mewtwo, did I? Maybe? Don't think I did I? I didn't bring Mewtwo that game. I led with Whimsicott, I think. Yeah, I did. Whimsicott and... did I? I'm not too sure. I can't... this is what happens when you get old, you forget things. I can't remember what happened. I've considered taking notes at tournaments, But I just never have. I just don't really like doing it. But I don't know. It's quite handy to be able to remember things. But this time, I'm just gonna go like this then. This is like the default for this team, I suppose. And it's gone Kangaskhan Xerneas. Okay. So he's possibly gonna scrappy fake out the Gengar here. Possibly. He's protecting the Xerneas. Yeah, okay. So he will get the Geomancy now. So if I had Size Strike on Lele, I might be in a bit of a better position here, but I don't. So do I just get damage on the Xerneas? Assuming the Amoonguss, I mean the Amoonguss could be Focus Sash as well too, which it probably is to be honest. So the Amoonguss is going to go for a Rage Powder, isn't it? So I am going to bring in Gengar and go for a Gravity actually. Yep, there's a Geomancy. I assume, yep, there's a Geomancy. We've got Gravity. So I can put something to sleep now. But I just worried that Amoonguss has got a Focus Sash on it. Which I think is a really stupid item for Amoonguss. But I mean, it's been working out for some people, hasn't it? But we'll hope it hasn't. I suppose. I mean, you could just Moonblast knock out my Mewtwo, really, can't you? If he really wants to, but decides not to. I get the Xerneas asleep. And now, well, now what do we do? What is the item on this Amoonguss? Focus Sash or Path of Area bad for me here. So I'm gonna try and hypnosis the Amoonguss and Side Strike the Xerneas. He's probably just gonna Rage Powder here though. If it isn't the Focus Sash, well, yeah, I kind of expected it to be. But now we're gonna be going on rolls. Mewtwo won't be knocked out by a +2 Dazzling Gleam, so there is that. But I'm not sure Side Strike gets Xerneas here. I think it might. So I'm just gonna protect Gengar and Side Strike the Xerneas, playing extra safe here. Yeah, it does. Just because if you woke up and Dazzling Gleam there, I'd be losing my Gengar for almost nothing, really. And now I can just go for a Hypnosis and Side Strike. He'll probably protect the Kyogre, because if he doesn't, it's just going to go to sleep. Yeah, in the last turn of Gravity there. And Kangaskhan will come back in. I've got the Weather War. And yeah, I feel like it's been a really weird game, but we've somehow done it without using Groudon. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure we will at some point in this game, but yeah, let's look for another opponent. This game is pretty much over now. Ooh, so I don't think this is the same guy as the other one. It might be, I'm not sure it is. But another guy with this team with the Shedinja, which is what was a pain for us actually. Actually, it was the Salamence that Tailwind did, which was the real issue for us, really, wasn't it, in that last one. So the last guy didn't bring his Xerneas, which is interesting. Salamence probably does do better against my team. But I'm just going to do what I did before. Gengar, Mewtwo, Groudon, Lele. And this guy, yeah, is just gone. There we go. So, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I hope you guys have been, enjoying this so far. I'm not going to go that long. I mean, I suppose you can probably see how long the video is now, yeah, I'm still pinching myself. 10-0 at a regional with a team like this. Mad. Absolutely mad. Yeah, I don't feel like I get... I don't feel like he can capitalize too much on the double protect here. But here's the Shedinja, and this is the real pain for me. Alright, I'm going to Hex the Shedinja and Gravity. Ooh, it's Discharge. Yeah, of course it's Discharge. No paralysis though, at least. And the sash is broken on the Shedinja. Gengar's bulk does some business there. But now, does the ally switch? Does the ally switch? Because I'm tempted to bring in Lele and go for the Speed Tide, knock out the Coco. But then if the ally switches, he can Discharge Paralyze me. Because he can't switch to Coco. He can switch to Shedinja. I feel like this is very predictable. Okay. Well, he wins the Speed Tie there, unfortunately. But you know, again, you can't get them all. But the Shedinja has broken its sash. There's no sash anymore there, so Groudon is looking pretty good in this game. I'm just a little bit worried about Salamence in the back. Which is going to be an issue if it is. I don't think it's the same guy, but if he's brought Salamence as well too, obviously it'd be an issue. Don't feel like there's too much wrong with just doing this. Yeah. So he's lost his Coco. And in comes his Groudon. I'm going to call it an ally switch. Yay, called the ally switch. And we're faster as well. I needed to call that ally. I mean, I needed to call if he would or wouldn't ally switch there. Because if he didn't, I could just Psychic and Press Blades into the left-hand slot. If he did, I did what I did there and got that. But still, the game is not over by any means. I need to knock out that Shedinja because it can, in 2 turns, Psychic Terrain's gone, and it can just Shadow Sneak my Gengar. So I feel like maybe Moonblasting and Fire Punching into the Shedinja. But no, I'm gonna call him not to this turn. But he does still. Okay, so that I should have. If I did that, I would have got a Moonblast into the Salamence at least there. Has this Shedinja not got Protect then? I'm not too sure. I'm just going to do the same again. And he's ally switched again. And he's Tailwinded now. Ah, that's frustrating. Well, we called one ally switch. Oh, Shedinja is so frustrating to play against. If either of those turns I'd just done what I was thinking, just Moonblasting and Fire Punching the same slot, we would have been okay. But we obviously decided not to do that. Yeah, he gets me there. And now I can Shadow Sneak and win the game. Ah, that's frustrating. So, yeah, I mean, I should have done what I was thinking. Yeah, I don't know why I went back on my... oh, here we go, we get... this is Paul Ture, isn't it? Using the exact same team. So, let's see if we can get Vicarious Revenge on you. There we go. Oh, it's straight in there. He knows what he's doing, doesn't he? So, Groudon Salamence. You have to imagine he's going to swap the Groudon into Coco, maybe. We're at the level now of like, do I call the call? You know, because as far as is concerned, I can just gravity and hypnosis something. That Salamence is the issue, though. I mean, it's a bad move, but I'm just really tempted to double into it. And we don't even get the knockout on it either. Oh, we do. Okay. And Precipice Blade. Okay, so that works out for us. No tailwind for him there. If he's got Coco, it's surely coming in now. It's Xerneas. Alright. Well, it's trapped in now. So he's going to Precipice Blades and Geomancy. Possibly. Possibly. Because, I'm not sure. If I can Gravity and Hypnosis into something. If I Hypnosis into the Xerneas, he's not Geomancing, but I'm losing both my Pokemon. And if I into the Groudon, he will be getting a Geomancy. So if I Hypnosis into the Xerneas and I lose both these Pokemon, can I still win the game? Yes, I can. But do I? Yeah, I'm just gonna Hypnosis into the Xerneas, let both my Pokemon go down, and I think we can win this way. So Tapu Lele and Groudon is faster than his Xerneas as well too. Wow, okay. Okay. But now if it's got Shedinja in the back, it'll just win, won't it? Because it's got a Focus Sash. Okay, but he hasn't. We'll just Precipice Blades then. Yeah. Okay. Vicarious Revenge. Sorry, Paul. Okay. Didn't read what he said. Didn't care. It's probably the Shedinja one, wasn't he? Oh, here we go. Finally, we've hardly played any Tapu Fini, have we? And the other Mewtwo. That Shedinja game has really got under my skin because I know I should have just Fire Punched and Moonblasted into the same slot. I mean, Moonblast, yeah, alright, Moonblast and Fire Punch maybe would have got the Salamence together, but it's just one of those games where you know what you should do and just for some reason you don't. But whatever, we'll continue. We're at 43 minutes, so maybe we'll aim for like the hour mark or so. But another Mewtwo, okay. Tapu Fini. This is a weird team actually. It's sort of a cross between of like two teams. This. I'm gonna go with. I want to lead with Mewtwo. But I think in this game I'm going to go Whimsicott Mewtwo with Lele and Groudon. So no Gengar in this game. Okay, and he's just gone Incineroar. Xerneas, fair enough. I wonder if there will be a fake out. Because I could switch Whimsicott to Lele and Shattered Psyche into the Xerneas. But I'm not going to. He's not going to fake out. He's not going to fake out, yeah. Zed Gravity, 91% accurate Grass Whistle. Hits. You might be snarling or whatever. Oh, it's just U-turning. Of course, what else will Incineroar do but U-turn? Into Fini. Okay. You return late, mate, I'm afraid. I don't want him Icy Winding. Like, I've got options here. I can either taunt the Xerneas to definitely stop it from geomancing if it gets to turn 1 Wake, or I can swap Whimsicott into Tabalele for a Psychic Terrain boosted +1 boosted Side Strike into either of these, which I imagine would one-shot either of them. But if Xerneas geomances, I'm not too bothered actually, so I'm just going to go for a Side Strike into Finny. I'm saying I'm not too bothered because it might be eating my words there, because I will have the Whimsicott in Sun later on in the game, and even if he geomances, my Whimsicott will still be faster. But yeah, the Xerneas felt threatened there, swapped into the Incineroar to take the Psychic attack. But yeah, Mewtwo with a Side Strike, one-shotting the Tapu Fini there. And my opponent's a little bit confused as to what's going on, it seems. There you go. He'll probably be like, who's that? Okay, so Mewtwo is still a threat. If it's Mewtwo Y, which it probably is, I can't put it to sleep because it's got Insomnia. So Mewtwo is still a threat. So I'm going to double into it. As he protects. Okay, fair enough. Maybe Snarling then. Or U-turning? Yeah, it's Snarling. Okay. But still, Mewtwo is the threat, and I'm just going to get some damage on it. It is Mewtwo Y. Okay, that means it's not Z move. That means it can't one-shot my Groudon. So Groudon's looking okay in this game, as long as I maybe get a little bit more damage on the Xerneas, as he's giving me the chance to here, nicely. Thank you. Yeah, the game's over. It's just forfeit there. I think he knew what was going on. But, ooh, here we go. An Yveltal. First Yveltal of the day. So, yeah, I don't know, like, I've been a little bit quiet on YouTube for the Ultra series, for the whole 19 series, really. Although I did quite a few Battle Spot videos, didn't I? It's just been a while. But I haven't unleashed gravity on you all until now. Maybe some of you probably knew it was coming, but here it is. But yeah, this is a pretty tough team to go against. I'm going to go Whimsicott Mewtwo with Groudon and Lele. So no Gengar again. So this is Yveltal and Tapu Koko. Okay. Now I can Taunt or I can Tailwind. And I'm opting to Taunt. And Z Gravity. Okay, U-turn on Koko, that's interesting. Does just under half to the Mewtwo, that could be a roll. And Taunt, so the Yveltal can't go to sleep. Yeah, he did try and Tailwind there. So that's one of the advantages of Chlorophyll over Prankster, is that you can Taunt Yveltal, you can Grass Whistle Yveltal, and Incineroar, and then you're the Dark type, obviously, as well, too. But where do we go from here? I mean, I do want to get damage on the Yveltal. Is he going to fake out the Whimsicott? Because a Moonblast would be nice there. I'm just going to Moonblast the Yveltal, and I'm thinking of Focus Blasting, but I'm just aware that I might be more vulnerable in the Weather War if I lose my Mewtwo. So yeah, he does fake out that turn. First, I think this is the first time in the whole video that someone's actually used fake out with their Incineroar, so congratulations there. But now I'm gonna try and double into this Yveltal. Oh, he's got a Sucker Punch. Okay, nice. And there's a Taunt ending. Alright then, so Groudon's gonna come in and he's gonna U-turn into Kyogre. I would imagine. So I am going to Tailwind and Swords Dance. This is probably a mistake. Yep, there's U-turn into Kyogre. Is he Tailwinding? Oh, he's not bringing in Kyogre. He is Tailwinding, okay. So, I think Groudon takes a... I should know this. Does Groudon take a +1 foul play? I don't think it does. Does it? Do you, Groudon? I'm not sure. We will soon find out. So there's another fake out. Groudon is faster. Nice. Okay. And there's a Coco and Kyogre. Okay, so I am at +1. But I think I'm going to just be extra safe and bring it back. Just in case the Coco has got Hidden Power Water. So I'll be losing my Whimsicott here to a Water Spout, no doubt. But yeah, did we play many Lunala today? I can't really remember. I'm pretty sure this is the first Evolta that we've played, and we've managed to traverse it. So he's only shown U-turn and Dazzling Gleam so far. That Coco might be Choice Specs, perhaps. We'll see what it does here. Oh no, it's not. It's just wild charging. Okay. So now, as long as all of my Precipice Blades hit, we should be okay. Yeah. And even, yeah, we can just Fire Punch here, can't we? Yeah. Okay. Nicely done, team. Let's look for another one. So this is like Gravity, the mini movie. And here we go. Here is a Lunala, just as we was pondering. So now this is tricky actually because he's got Redirection too, as well as Fake Out, and all the usual nasty business. He has got 2 Intimidates. I could consider leading Lele, because that would stop a Fake Out and get a faster Gravity as well. Because I don't really like the look of Togedemaru here. So I'm going to go Gengar Mewtwo, actually. Groudon doesn't look that good here, but I'm still going to take it. I may say it doesn't look that good. Like, Lunala and Salamence threaten it. It's good against the rest, I suppose. And do we want Lele? It is nice for the terrain boosted attacks on Mewtwo, but maybe Whimsicott can do more for us here? Yeah, I'm going to go with Whimsicott. Okay, and here is the Redirection and Amoonguss. So I'm going to go for just a Hypnosis into Amoonguss, I think. This is going to be tricky. Lunala should feel safe. As long as he is Rage Powdering, because I can Side Strike and Hex into Lunala. But if he goes for a Rage Powder and a Tailwind, I knock the Amoonguss out if I go for that play and he gets, extra. Oh, he's protected the Amoonguss. Okay, so I should have gone for the Lunala there. I was really tempted to do that, but I don't mind so much as knocked out my Mewtwo, actually. But this is still a pretty tricky situation. Because now I can go for Hypnosis and a Grass Whistle there and see what we can do. Because Whimsicott being a Grass type can't be Rage Powdered away. Losing Mewtwo is kind of, well, we'll see. Mewtwo is always obviously nice to have, but that was a risky turn 1 from him. I mean, I suppose his Lunala, yeah, kind of felt safe, but he felt, yeah, bold enough to do that. But both asleep now. So we'll Hex and Taunt there. This is a 130 base power move into Lunala, but Gengar's faster than Whimsicott, so it's not like I can Moonblast it first to... that's annoying. Not like I can Moonblast it first to break the Shadow Shield. But we'll Hex again and Grass Whistle again. Yeah, Hex does one-shot the Lunala when it's statused. And now the Salamancer's possibly going to protect. You would imagine. But I can't get Gravity again. Salamancer's definitely protecting here. So I'll just Hex into the Amoonguss. And... Tailwind. Yeah, so Whimsicott's faster than the Salamancer next turn, so I can maybe Moonblast it. The Taunt... Oh, it doesn't wear off this turn. Did he Rage Powder on the turn I taunted? He did, yeah, okay. So this is the last turn of Taunt. So the Salamancer's just protected. The Amoonguss is taunted and can't Rage Powder. If it wakes up or not, I'm in Tailwind. I'm Sludge Bombing and Moonblasting the Salamence. A double Protect is the only thing that's going to save it here. It is maybe going to clear Smog into my Whimsicott if it wakes up, but doesn't. And his last is we don't get to see. Okay, alright, so, ooh, we're at 56 minutes. Alright, we'll maybe look for one more then. It's just, when you get going, it's the thirst to win more games and play more games. It's so addictive. And this is how they keep us playing Pokemon, you know. You win a regional, you get the adrenaline boost and the high of the win, and you want to play more. But this guy, he looks like well, this is tricky actually. He looks like Trick Room, obviously, but he can have a Scarf Lele too. Maybe it isn't Scarfed on this team. I'm gonna go Togedemaru, Gengar, Groudon, and oh, it's tricky again between Whimsicott and Mewtwo here, because I don't want him Trick Rooming. I'm gonna go with Whimsicott. So here's the Lele and the Ultra Necrozma. Okay. So that's possibly a Scarf Lele again. Could be just an Ultra Necrozma. It could just be a fast mode. Maybe there is no Trick Room. So what I'm going to do actually is I'm going to make a call that that's not going to Trick Room. Yeah, it looked a bit like Ultra Necrozma fast mode team to me, this. So we're just going to Nuzzle. Yeah, that might have been an Earth Power into Togedemaru. But I can get a free Nuzzle into the Lele here. Gengar has to switch, else it's going to get knocked out. So Togedemaru is probably going to get knocked out to an Earth Power here. Whimsicott will be down to its Sash. Yeah. But now, how strong are you feeling, team? Because, well, this is tricky. Maybe put Groudon in. And double into the Necrozma. That's what I'm thinking. Groudon will take one Psychic from the Lele. He did try and protect there, it looks like. We missed the Lele with the Precipice Blades, which is kind of unfortunate. But yeah, we take the Psychic there. Yeah, so hitting that Precipice Blades would have brought Lele down to, what, like 15% or so. 5 Punch does get the Lele, thankfully. And we do stop the Trick Room there with Taunt. But now... So we know we can't Wide Guard or do any shenanigans like that. I feel like I have to Precipice Blades here. Or do I? Maybe I don't have to. But there will be a Sugarberry on the Stack Attacker there. They've had like Endeavour on Whimsicott. It'd be amazing now, wouldn't it? No way to get Gravity up again. No way to play this any safer. Yeah, so I'm protecting Groudon. I think I have to, actually, thinking about it. And I think I'll just go for a Grass Whistle. I mean, a Moonblast is going to do nothing to anyone, is it? So we'll go for the Grass Whistle, which we hit, but I'm not sure if that really means a lot. So now we Precipice Blades, because again we have to. Try and Grass Whistle a Stack Attacker, which we hit. So there's a Sugarberry. Is he going to stay asleep? Nope. He misses my Groudon. Okay, Taunt wears off, so he can Wide Guard now if he's got it. Is there a safer way to play this? Does Fire Punch... I mean, I'm just wondering, does Hex get Groudon? And I'm not sure it does. So, just in case he wakes up first turn, and he tried to, and maybe he tries to Wide Guard, we'll Protect and Hex there. He'll have Precipice Blades, knock out my Gengar, and this comes down to if I hit my Precipice Blades, which I do! So, there you go. That's... that is... that is this team in a nutshell, isn't it? If things go wrong... and that's one thing that I do like about Gravity teams like this. I don't like I don't like relying on RNG to win games. Obviously, that's not a good way to play consistently at all. But the thing that I do like about Gravity teams is that when things do go horribly wrong, you do still sometimes have outs. You know, you can hit a Grass Whistle out of Gravity. It's 55% accurate. And you can dodge the Precipice Blades as well too. Just at that right moment in time. So that'll do for this. You know, I hope you guys have enjoyed watching me play through this team. You know, I did go 10 out of the regional. Honestly, I don't think the games in this video have been amazingly flattering, to be honest. But people are well prepared for this team now, so I suppose it's to be expected. But thank you for watching this, guys. I hope you've really enjoyed it. But I'll see you next time.